This isn't even all of them. I'm still waiting for more. They actually should be arriving while I'm filming this video, so stay tuned because one of them is one of the most insane bangers we've ever unboxed. That being said, we've got a bunch of sneakers here. I didn't expect to be filming an unboxing this soon after the first unboxing, but here we are. It is what it is. Why don't we just dive right into these boxes and see what we've got? Seriously, I really don't do these much, but it's just like been so many boxes that have come in recently that I feel like, why not make a video, you know? Why not talk about some sneakers? So why don't we just dive right into this with no preamble. Well, actually, really quick, make sure to subscribe to my tech channel if you haven't yet. We're dropping new videos over there every week, and they're fire, and if you like tech, please subscribe. Seth Fowler, link below. That being said, I don't even know where to start. I ripped off all the labels so you guys don't know where I live, and I'm just gonna unbox them. This one is the first one. Who knows? It is, Adidas. So inside this box, we've got a pair of sneakers that changed the sneaker landscape as we know it. This is the Ultraboost 1.0 OG with the 10th anniversary. That's kind of cool, the little boost puck thing you got right there. Now, I didn't even know these dropped until I saw like a Hypebeast article from 2 weeks ago, and then I went on Adidas' website and they were still there, and I was like, you know what? I gotta grab these. So this is the OG colorway of the Adidas Ultraboost 1.0, and I feel like you kinda gotta have this if you like Ultraboost. I've loved Ultraboost since they first dropped, or at least a couple months after they first dropped when I actually tried them. For the longest time, these were the most comfortable shoes I had ever worn, and they're still definitely up there. In fact, I'm dropping a video on the top 10 most comfortable sneakers, or top 10 everyday most comfortable sneakers, or something like that. You guys will see it the next couple weeks. But this is one of the shoes that I plan to put on the list, and it's also a pair I just really wanted for my collection. Now, it is slightly different from the original Ultraboost 1.0 in that it has the flat outsole without the nubs. I don't know if it's a Continental rubber outsole. Probably is, but it might not be. Who knows? Remember those Boost balls? Like, oh, it's Teddy always had Boost balls, and those would go for like hundreds of dollars, or I guess $50 to $100. This would probably go for like 25, 30 bucks, realistically, which is wild. But very cool shoe to have, very cool piece of history, and I'm excited to throw these on feet. This is like buying a pair of Roshis in like 2020. You know what I mean? It's a very, very cool pickup. So I'm excited about this. It was full retail, 180 bucks, which is probably too much, but I think it was worth it for the nostalgia. Actually, if you guys watch my channel back in 2016, I used to run around New York constantly trying to buy sneakers here and there, vlogging all the time. That was a pair that I always wanted, was never able to grab, and it just reminds me of those days. Let's dive into the next one. I'm gonna go for another box that looks similar. This right here is another box that I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it looks similar, so it's either from Adidas or from someone who uses similar packaging, which could be Nike. And actually, based on the color of the box, I think it is Nike. This is the Nike V5 Runner. It's a $90 pair of shoes designed to compete with the ASICS 1130 and the New Balance, what's it called? The new 740 V2 or something like that. That being said, this is the Nike version of that shoe. Wow, there's no paper or anything inside the box. This is just straight shoe. So here they are, the Runner V5. Is that the name? Runner V5. Nike V5 Runner. What's this the fifth version of? This is a pretty cool looking sneaker. Now obviously, or at least not obviously, I don't know if it's inspired by anything else or not, but I think this shoe is a brand new silhouette that is designed to take on the 2000s runner craze, albeit a little late to the party. The Vomero 5 was doing a good job of doing that, but these are cool too. These guys retail for 90 bucks, like I mentioned, which is honestly seemingly a good price for the materials. At least, I mean, the materials seem decent. Let me grab the 740 V2s and the 1130, and we can kind of compare side by side to see which one you guys like the best. Man, it's so difficult to reach. I clicked something on the chair. I don't know if I'd like change the settings of the chair, but if I start shrinking, my bad. We got the gel 1130s and we got the 740s. I guess it's just a 740. I'm pretty sure it's a 740 V2s actually. Which one of these shoes do you guys like the best? Let me know in the comments. They're all around the same price point. I think the 1130s are actually 100 or 110 now. They were 90, but I think the price might have jumped up. These guys I think are an even 100, the New Balances, and then these guys are 90, so they undercut both of these. I still think I prefer the 1130s. I think these are fine. I do think for $90, not a bad looking shoe. And I haven't tried it on yet, so I don't know how comfortable this shoe is, but 90 bucks, hard to pass that up. And I have not actually seen this in any Nike stores, so it's possible that these are selling pretty well. Not totally sure. They did just drop though. I think I grabbed these on release day, so cool sneaker. Let me know if you have a pair of these in the comments. I don't know what these are. I think they're New Balances, but I'm not sure. I broke the chair. That's what I did. How did I break the chair? How did I even do that? I don't think I even hit it that hard. That's crazy. Okay. Well, really, I could shrink. So inside this box, we've got the New Balance 1000. Fire pair of sneakers. I actually just sold a pair of these and whatnot. This is a different colorway though, one that I actually really, really like. This is the silver and metallic purple colorway with the gray midsole. Seeing it in person, I do think I prefer the pair that I sold. I'm not gonna lie, this might be a returner. That being said, the 1000 is a cool shoe. I like it a lot. Not a bad looking shoe. I actually really like the way that the 1000s look. I haven't really worn them for an extended period of time, so I couldn't tell you exactly like how they compare side by side to other shoes, but maybe I'll just keep these. Maybe I'll keep these, throw these on, and give you guys like a long-term review over YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels or TikToks or something like that. By the way, follow me on TikTok at @RealSethFowler. Inside this box, I'm pretty sure I know what this is, just based on the the printing on the side. So, I actually won a charity auction to meet Tyrese Maxey at SneakerCon Philadelphia. Shout out to Dore for hosting the charity auction. So I get a chance to meet Tyrese Maxey in the next couple days, which I'm really excited about. And because of that, I wanted to grab a pair of his New Balance sneakers. Now, he doesn't actually have a signature shoe, but he does have a basketball sneaker that he wears exclusively. And that I actually purchased. I actually bought 2 pairs. There's not 2 pairs of them in here. There's one other pair, which is one of the pairs I'm waiting for, coming in later today. But here it is. This is the New Balance Hesi 2 Low. Actually, it's the Hesi Low V2. Now, I'm sure there's going to be a V3 because this pair is on sale, so I'm assuming there's going to be a new version coming out probably very, very soon. But here it is in this pretty clean, like, dark purple, white, and like camo colorway. I think I grabbed this pair for like 80 bucks. It's on sale for an insane price. If you guys want to grab this shoe or any of the other shoes that I mentioned in today's video, I've made sure to link them through the YouTube shopping tab and through affiliate links in the description below. Pretty cool looking basketball sneaker, repped by one of my favorite basketball players in the league right now, Tyrese Maxey. One of the great Sixers, I would say. Cool looking pair of shoes. I'm excited to meet him. I'm excited to rock these. I think I'm more excited about the pair that we have coming in later today. So, you know, maybe we'll compare these, see which one you guys like better. The second pair that we got inside this box is actually, oh, it's another pair of New Balances, as you probably could have guessed. You guys might know from the box, it's not a collaboration. It is the, I believe, Teddy Santis? I think it's Teddy Santis, I'm not totally sure. The Teddy Santis New Balance 990 V6. It looks a lot like the regular Castle Rock Gray colorway. I thought it was gonna look more white. This looks just like the Castle Rock Gray colorway. Why did I spend another 200 and however much money on this? It's the exact same shoe. I mean, I knew it was gonna be the same shoe, but the colorway is, I guess it's a bit darker. That is way more similar though than I thought. Straight up, I didn't need it. I guess I'll film B-roll of it and then maybe return it. Cause this is like, this pair is beat. I'm not gonna lie, my V6s are beat, but I don't know if I need a pair that's the exact same colorway. Oh, it does have the different Made in the USA branding on the heel. The original 990 V6s that dropped 2 or 3 years ago came with the New Balance logo and then Made in the USA. The new ones feature the American flag and then say Made in the USA. That is one change that I had read about on one of the sneaker blogs somewhere. Cool pair of sneakers, I just don't need 2 pairs that look very similar. Still a fire pair of sneakers though. If you want some New Balance 990 V6s, I recommend any of the colorways. Just, you don't need 2 of this very similar colorways. This pair came from overseas. This is a pair that I believe I bought from Li Ning. Have you guys kept up with Li Ning? Li Ning not only drops Way of Wade, but they drop some of the wildest pairs of shoes that I've ever seen. And I want to do a whole video like buying the weirdest Li Ning sneakers. And this might be one of the shoes that feature in that video if I end up doing it, because it's kind of hard to find them. They're all over the place. They're difficult to buy. You can't buy them at like StockX or anything or GOAT. You have to buy them on like Kicks Crew, and you could actually buy some pairs from Poison. But these are the ABEU0091s. Conceptual basketball shoes. Look at that. Oh, okay, these are the Wow 3D Infinity 2.0s. I think these are actually 3D printed or molded in a 3D printed mold. I'm not sure which one it is. I think it is probably 3D printed. So it opens like a shopping bag. That's cool. I think these are 3D printed because you can see the lattice texture both on the inside and on the outside. Wow, these are nuts. Oh my gosh. It's got text on the side, but I genuinely cannot read it. I have no idea what that says. Can you guys read that? I genuinely have no clue what that says. Is it even English? So I think it says we go somewhere. I have no idea what that says. I have no clue. Oh, this is the correct way around. So they just literally mirrored these shoes. They didn't worry about mirroring the text. Oh, it is a Way of Wade. Okay, this is a Way of Wade. I forgot that. It's only got the Way of Wade logo on one shoe, and it looks like the text is only going the right direction on one shoe, and this is also spray paint. The paint like filled it in too much. I have no idea what it says. I don't know why I'm trying. That being said, I am very excited to try these on. Oh, there is a Way of Wade logo. It's just in a different place. These are crazy. These are called the Moonrock shoes. I don't know what to think of these. I'm going to try these guys on. I'm going to wear these around. I'm going to probably do a lot of short content on them. So stay tuned for that. Let me try one on right now because I'm really interested to see how it fits. It's not like especially soft. It's not like those Asics 3D printed slides that I have. And it's definitely not like Zellerfeld, but I think it's made by the same company would be my guess. I don't remember what I paid. I don't think it was crazy expensive. So I paid $215 for these. All right, well that was probably too much. But it's an interesting, cool looking pair of shoes. I'm excited to have these in my collection. This is probably a pair that I will keep because reselling it's probably impossible, and also because I'm interested in trying it out. So there you go. Do they rock? I don't know. This is, I think, a pickup from Goat. Pretty sure. Knowing what we have left, let's see it. The Nike Pegasus Premiums. Now, I had to pay full resale for these. I think I ended up paying like almost $300 for these, which is nuts, which included instant ship and things like that and fees. But still, $300 for a pair of $210 running sneakers is embarrassing to say the least. That said, there was a lot of hype around these, and I really, really wanted to check these out. So I bought a pair, and I'm really stoked to try them. So here they are, the Nike Pegasus Premium. They look very simple from the outside. What it looks like is that there's actually 3 different kinds of foams or cushions. You've got Zoom X on the top, you've got an air unit in the midsole, a Zoom Air unit, sorry, Air Zoom unit, then you've got Nike React on the bottom. It has all the specs right there. So it's got 3 different crazy cushions. So I'm really, really excited to try these out, see how they feel, because this could be one of the wildest feeling shoes out there. Now, usually Zoom Air is stiffer than any of the foams, so I'm not expecting this to be the softest shoe in the world, but I am expecting it to be a very unique, interesting experience underfoot. So I'm very, approved for air travel is what it says. I mean, presumably air travel, not like actual air travel, but who knows? I mean, I think all Nike shoes generally can fly. I'm excited about it. I'm really, really stoked on this shoe. I'm excited to throw it on feet, see how it looks, see how it feels. It does feel more premium than a standard pair of Pegasus. Now, that being said, is it $210 worth of premium? I don't know, because the Pegasus, I think the standard Pegasus is like $140, with maybe the Pegasus Plus, the cushion version, being like $180, $160? I don't know. $210 feels like a lot to pay for a pair of running sneakers. But are these even running sneakers? Or are they lifestyle sneakers? I don't know. I've got to run in these a little bit, find out. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys want to see a review of these shoes. I know most people have already dropped their reviews. I got these really, really late, so I'll only drop a review if you guys are actually interested and want to see a review on these guys. But yeah, this is something else. Next up, I think we've got another Goat pickup. I knew we were getting something from Goat, but I didn't remember exactly which pair it was. But now I remember. So this is another semi-late pickup. Don't worry, the final pickup of the video, very, very early pickup. And you guys are gonna be like, that's crazy. Actually, you guys probably saw what it was from the thumbnail, or you have some idea what it is from the thumbnail. This pair, though, came out 2-3 weeks ago. And this is the Nike Kobe 6 Protro in a size 9.5, because I usually grab my Kobe 6s in a size up, or half size up, because they tend to fit a little bit tight. So here we go. The Kobe 6 Protro All-Star 2.0s. Very cool looking pair of shoes. So on the medial side of the shoe, you've got the standard Kobe 6 Protro, or I guess Kobe 6 texture, 3D texture, whereas on the lateral side of the shoe, or the outside of the shoe, you have stars for All-Star Weekend. And it comes in this really, really clean white, black, and I guess kind of tannish gray or creamish gray color. It comes with 2 extra sets of laces. You got a cream set and a black set. I think I'm just gonna stick with the white. But these are clean. These are really, really clean. I love the way that these look. Oh, a little bit of scuff there, probably from the box. Probably got to use an APTHCRY wipe for that. If you guys need APTHCRY wipes to clean up your sneakers, grab them on APTHCRY.com. You can either grab them from a pack or any order that you make on APTHCRY.com, you get an APTHCRY cleaning wipe. We also just dropped the Amber Vittoria collection, which should be live now at the time this video drops. And we actually just restocked our essentials. I know it's late, but it took forever for them to come in, so they're finally in. Now you guys can get your essential socks back in stock. I still think this is one of the coolest Kobe's that have dropped in a minute. This might be my second favorite pair of Kobe 6s, at least Protros, outside of the Grinches, which I have right here. This is the 2020 Grinches, my favorite pair of Kobe 6s of all time, and possibly my favorite pair of Kobe's of all time. I think it's definitely not a toss-up. Like, this pair wins. Oh, the tongue is different. Oh, interesting. So this one has a mesh tongue. This one has an entirely fabric tongue with like stitched on texture details. That's interesting. I didn't realize that was different. I don't know. It's a fire pair of sneakers. I'm really excited about these, and it's definitely one of the better sneakers that dropped this year, which is saying a lot because we got so many good releases this year. I mean, it's wild, and it hasn't even. We're in February, at least at the time of filming this video. This video might drop right at the beginning of March, but dang, February. My favorite sneaker of all time came back. The Galaxy Foams came back. You got the Kobe's. We got Black Toe 1s. It's been a crazy year. It's been a crazy year already, and it's supposed to get even crazier. So stay tuned for that. But hey, at this point, let's wait for these new packages to come in because believe me, they're going to be crazy.
Several days later.
All right. So it's actually the next day. It took a lot longer for these packages to come in, and not even the crazy one, this one. This is a pair that I've already sort of alluded to throughout the video. You guys already know what it is, most likely, or have some idea of what it could be. Actually, I'll be honest with you, I didn't even know this collab happened until I was looking for this shoe because of my Tyrese Maxey meetup happening. Okay, here we go. So this is, as you guys can see, Aimé Dore or ALD New Balance Hoops shoes. The box is pretty sick, actually. It Has some people playing ball on the top. It says Sunny Basketball on the side. I bought this pair on eBay for I think $100 even, which is definitely cheaper than retail. The laces come in a Ziploc. Very nice addition from whoever shipped this to me. I appreciate it. You've got green paper. And here they are. Were they worn? They've definitely been tried on. No, they've definitely been worn. Maybe balled in once or twice because you've got a little bit of wear on the outsole. But honestly, fire shoe. Dude, you can't find pairs of these on GOAT, on StockX, but they're just not really anywhere. Send me his receipt actually too. Okay. Well, he bought these from ALD, it looks like, and wore them once or twice, and that was that. But this is honestly a super fire pair of shoes. I actually really love this colorway. You've got the cream, you've got the green. All right, well, you guys saw the other colorway. Let me know in the comment section down below which colorway you like better, this one or that one. I'm leaning towards this one. I think I'm gonna return the other colorway and keep this pair and rock this pair. All right, so moment of truth. This is the pair that we've all been waiting for. I purchased this pair from Bird Kick, so I actually buy a lot of my sneakers from on Instagram, so check them out. He has a store as well. And this is a pair of sneakers that actually is coming out, I think, in 2 weeks. And it's funny because, not really funny, I guess. It's not, crime isn't funny. But a couple weeks ago, I don't know, it was like 2,000 pairs of Nike sneakers got stolen off of a train in Arizona. Some of these pairs were stolen from that train. Now, this isn't a pair from that theft situation. I think most of those pairs, if not all of those pairs, were recovered. I don't know for sure, but I think everyone was arrested who was involved. Because I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be commenting that, oh, this is definitely a heist pair, it's definitely a heist pair. And I will say, right off the bat, looking at this box is crazy. The colorway of this shoe, or I guess the name of the colorway, is Brick by Brick, because that's how he, I guess it's his mantra, is what he says. That's how he builds his life and builds his career. It's brick by brick. You've got Bike Air on the top of the box, which is pretty cool. And then it's actually textured too. The box is a sort of rough texture, which is rad. And then you've got the Jumpman on one side. So I had to grab a size 8.5. That was one of the only sizes he had available. I think he did have a size 9, but unfortunately it was sold by the time I got to it. This is a size 8.5. The official colorway is Firewood Orange Sail Cinnabar. And this shoe is an Air Jordan 4 Retro OG SP. So let's pop the box top. This is the first time I'm seeing these in person. I wonder if there's anything inside the box top. Let's see. Okay, it's orange. Orange. Oh! So I don't know if you guys saw that video where Nigel was talking about the shoes and how they're packaged, but inside he has them packaged like actual bricks. And they've got like this blue, I'm assuming it's tape or some sort of material. I mean, in this case it's Velcro, but very, very cool packaging. You've got a white set of laces, extra. So let's undo this Velcro. This is sick, by the way. This is really sick. And then you've got your plastic bags, each one containing a shoe. Woo! Oh, these are different than I expected. I thought these were gonna be brighter reddish orange. I've gotta say, packaging experience, on point. Everything about this package is really well thought out. I really like it. Points to Nigel, points to Jordan. Killing it. The Nigel Sylvester Air Jordan 4 Brick by Bricks, designed to look like bricks. You've got the Bike Air on the heel, which is super clean, a big hypebeast thing, and I think a lot of people are gonna love that detail. You've got the cream midsole, which is a nice accent. It's sort of, I guess it is. No, it is cream. It is cream. You've got reflective hits underneath the netting, which I didn't know about until recently. And then the material on the upper of the shoe is this really nice nubuck. Very nice. It's sort of a suede nubuck. I guess nubuck and suede are very, very similar. It does come with the same sort of brick colored laces. You can switch them out for the white or cream laces that came inside the box, but I'd probably leave it like this. And then the toe of the sneaker comes in what Nigel called a brick texture. It seems like some sort of thick synthetic material with some sort of brick style coating. And then you've got a mini Nike swoosh right there. Cool. There's a lot of other details in this shoe that I'm really excited to check out. I'm excited to throw these on feet. This is a wild pair of shoes. This is an absolutely wild pair of shoes. Is it my sneaker of the year? Probably not, but maybe I'm biased because of the bread ones. That shoe, I think, it might be a lock for me, not to give it away. In February, well, at least at the time I'm filming this video, you're probably watching this in March, but still. Probably one of the better releases of the year. Definitely one of the better Jordan releases of the year. Wow. The reflective hits really do hit in this studio lighting too. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but they really do hit. You know what else? I've got to say this, and it's not something that you can really see. You kind of have to feel it when you have them in hand, but it feels like a special pair. Like the Cause 4s felt like a special pair of 4s. I don't know if it's just like the height, but there's something about them that feels more special than a standard pair. And this, maybe it's because of the materials, maybe it's because of the colorway. That's probably the two reasons why, actually, but this shoe feels really, really special, and I love that about it. I think it's a fire pair of sneakers, and I'm really excited to review it. So stay tuned for the review. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. It is coming very, very soon in the next day or two, and I'm really excited to tell you guys more about it. But hey, with that being said, that pretty much wraps up our unboxing. There was a bunch of fire sneakers today. Let me know in the comment section down below which pair you like the best. I'm assuming the prevailing answer is gonna be these, but who knows? You guys could surprise me. I'm not totally sure. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't yet. Don't forget to check out Poison, and don't forget to check out my tech channel, which is linked in the description below. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.